This video is all about solid financial habits to practice now in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, middle age seems so far off. However, it's not. It will arrive very quickly even while feeling like forever. If you make it your mission to learn about finance so that you can manage your money better throughout your life, you're going to experience a lot more success, even if you don't earn the highest paycheck around. The truth is that most people in your age group are not thinking about laying a solid financial foundation for their future. That you are paying attention to improving your financial habit already puts you far above most of your peers. Most of the billionaires we know today started in their 20s. We will look at some of the solid financial habits they practiced. Let's go. Know how you'll earn money. It's nice to have a dream, and it's also fun to imagine that whatever you are passionate about is the best way to earn a living. However, it's also important to know how you're going to earn the money you plan to spend in your lifetime. Research different career choices to find out what you really earn when starting out and near retirement by asking individuals who are in those jobs. There is always an advantage to early discovery. When you start earlier than others, you will likely become an authority in that niche and attract more value. Outline the income sources you are considering and research them. Acquire necessary trainings or education that can help you earn money through this means. Know what things really cost. It's imperative to do some research about the things you like and how much they cost. You may be dreaming of that pretty house you saw on the hill, but if you have no idea how much it costs or how much real estate appreciates over time, you may choose the wrong career or make choices based on erroneous ideas. Don't rely on word of mouth alone. Go out and speak to sellers so that you have exact figures to work with. When you have a specific figure you are working towards, you are not just looking for money but you working towards a specific amount. Create a workable budget. Whatever you do earn now, it's important that you don't just spend it without thinking about it. Even if you make minimum wage right now, sitting down and crafting a budget that will work if you follow it, is important so that you will always know where you stand. Look at and work with your budget every single day. If you don't cultivate the act of budgeting now, it will be more difficult to do so when your expenses increase. You also need to have a budget for some future projects. You might want to write a check in the value you want to cash in the future and put it somewhere it can be seen daily. Avoid consumer debt. It's super tempting to use credit cards to boost your standard of living. But the truth is, for most people who earn a median or even slightly above median wage, consumer debt will not improve their lives. Instead, it will cost you so much in interest that it will actually harm your life. Only people who can afford to pay credit off immediately or at most within 6 months should use credit, unless it's for a serious life and death emergency. Don't skimp on insurance. Health insurance, renter's insurance, long-term care insurance, car insurance, life insurance, and so forth are all very important to start paying for now. It's going to cost you less if you start early than if you start in your 30s. It is part of saving for the future. Build an emergency fund. The very first thing you should do when you start your job is to work on saving at least 6 months of living expenses. Having that emergency fund is going to help you avoid using emergency credit and give you options you won't have if you don't have cash on hand. Emergencies such as the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic do come up once in a lifetime, and your savings can make all the difference. Start saving for retirement now. The reason average people can save money for retirement is that long-term savings strategies take advantage of compounding interest. If you start today and the market stays like it is, and saved only $1,000 a year, you can use that magic to jump-start your retirement savings. Shoot for 10 to 15% of your yearly income from your 20s until you retire. It will make all the difference. Know how to build a good credit history. Credit reports are seriously an unfair game that corporations and credit card companies love to play. The way you get a higher credit score is unrealistic for most people. But the more you learn about it, the more you can play their game and come out a winner. The main thing is to pay your bills on time, keep your consumer debt low, and not close out your credit card accounts. When evaluating you later in life, your clean credit record counts for you. Set up a filing system for important documents. One issue that often comes up in your 20s is realizing how many documents you really need. Make sure you have your social security card, driver's license, birth certificate, bank information and so forth all filed away safely so that you can get them anytime you need them for a legitimate business reason. Good financial habits start by understanding the facts surrounding basic personal finance. For example, how much does your dream job really pay? How much does it cost to rent an apartment you will enjoy? How much does it cost to buy a house and so forth? If you don't really understand the real cost of things, how much a job needs to pay so you can comfortably afford the life you want to live, it will be hard to succeed. Starting now and continuing to educate yourself and intentionally earn and spend your money will ensure your success. That's why we brought you this video. Psychic Fix is committed to you.